to mention this other program to you. It's a Los Angeles Olympic Auditorium grappler I got from Friday, July 28th, 1972. And the reason I wanted to mention this one to you, it's a pretty interesting card. Tolis versus Ernie Ladd for the America's title. A grudge battle, Raul Mata versus Terry Funk. And then this should be interesting. Gordman and Goliath versus Shibuya and Saito. That could actually be a really fun match. But once again, the date on this program, July 28th, 72. To a conversation on the drive-thru. On the back of this program, it's almost Battle Royal time again. January 12th, 73. Tickets on sale at the box office, $7.50 or $5. 22 wrestlers in the ring, $11,000 to the winner. Jim, it's almost Battle Royal time again. Tickets on sale for a January show. This is July 28th, 72.
Well, you only got 5 more months.
Isn't that something?
And see, the beauty of it was once they established that it's the match and not the match, they got the match over, so they didn't have to announce any talent, because you can't announce talent 6 months out. But once they'd done it for a few years and the people knew they always have big stars in it, big stars come in for this. They always draw a big crowd. There's always a big angle that goes on, or they wouldn't say angle in their heads, the fans, but there's always something that happens, right? They get the match over. Then 6 months out, they say, okay, tickets on sale for the big annual Battle Royal. And all they have to do is say 22 people. And they can fill those names in. And then the last 6 weeks or 8 weeks or whatever, when you start announcing that Bruno Sammartino will be in it, or this big star from wherever, or this returning favorite.
The picture here has, it must be the previous years, because it has everyone there, and Jimmy Lennon's making the introductions. And just right here, you see Mil Moskris, already a legend in L.A., Bruno, and Haystacks Calhoun, which is another Battle Royal attraction.
Yeah, so it was made, and they could do that, and they probably had a healthy advance by the time that the tickets for a normal show would even go on sale.
Are there other examples of that? I mean, I know most promotions didn't have like big shows other than like Thanksgiving night or something like that. But are there other examples of a show back then in the territorial days having tickets go on sale that far in advance of the actual event?
No, that was a special case because it's Los Angeles, so it's a big city. And, you know, they had things going so hot there for a while that they could, you know, sometimes they were running 2 shows a week. So, you know, if people can afford to spare a few dollars that they don't see the fruition of for a while. In those days, most of the wrestling fans did not want to turn loose of $5 or $6 for something 3 months down the road. But that's the change now has been startling, because it used to be, at least in most of the southern territories, if you were running a regular show at one of your regular towns at a regular arena, like the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis or Louisville Gardens or whatever, your house would end up being 3 to 4 times what your advance was at 5 o'clock day of the show. So if you had $5,000, you're going to do between 15 and 20. See what I'm saying? But on the spot shows, the little towns, the school-sponsored events or whatever, sometimes there was a great advance because you would get a group that would really go out and pump it and sell them like Girl Scout cookies. But also in those days, a spot show would do 8 or 10 times if you had 100 tickets sold at 5 o'clock that day, you might do $700 or $800 or 700 or 800 people. It was a wide variety. And now, from what I understand, almost all the business is done in advance these days, and there's almost no walk up in wrestling. So it's completely turned around.
But there we go. Follow up about the Battle Royal discussion, but just how in different territories, they can be used as different kind of tools, whether it was on every show or once a year.
And returns commensurate with same. If you used it every show and you prostituted it, nobody gave a shit and you couldn't really get it back. And if you kept it special and made a big deal out of it, then it always drew. Imagine that.